Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. In today's video, I am going to be putting together my April spread for my 2018 project life. For this week's spread, I'm going to be doing two 12 by 12, so a double page spread that's going to encompass the entire month. So this is all of April from that year. Now, half of this, all of these pictures are basically from Easter, which is totally fine. It's just we had a bunch of pictures from them from this particular event. And also this was the day that we announced to all of our family that we were pregnant with Jonah, which at the time we didn't know it was a boy, but this is when we made that announcement. So that was kind of a big day. And then for the opposite side, I've got a couple of smaller stories to tell of things that also happened in the month of April. So in terms of the kit that I'm using, I'm actually using a couple of the April Stories by the Month kits from Ali Edwards in the digital form. I printed all of the cards off here using my matte photo paper so that the saturation of the card is really, really nice. And there's no lines or there's no like discoloration or anything like that. They look fabulous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, put you on fast forward, and basically I'm just going to be looking for some embellishments that can go with this spread just to give it a little bit of sprucing up before I put it in the pockets. So while I do that, I will talk you through my process and tell you a little bit more about the stories that I included this week. And then once everything's done, we'll slow back down and close out for today. So let's go ahead and get started. Getting started with this spread, the first thing I'm going to do is just go through some of my chipboard stickers to try and find some that would work for this month's spread. I have all of my chipboard divided up based on shape. So I have a container that's full of circle embellishments. I have a container that has all of my hearts. I have another one that has like squares and diamonds and tag shapes, like all of the larger shaped types of chipboard stickers. And then I also have one that has the chipboard stickers that are a little bit more like banners or tiny phrase stickers or, you know, or phrases, I should say. And those are the ones that I'm going through this time. So I'm using the ones that have a longer, more rectangular shape to them, although some of them have a slightly different shape. Like you can see the two triangles that I pulled out this time, the one that I just placed up at the top that's more of a banner, and those sorts of shapes. So that's what I'm going through this time to try and see what I can match up with this spread. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for ones that have sentiments that would work with the pictures here, or ones that the colors just go well with what I'm working with. So the two triangles I pulled out and added to the two photos of Izzy finding eggs for her Easter. And I really like the way that those look. They both have a pattern on them with no words. So I will eventually pull out some tiny phrase stickers to add on top of those just to give a little bit more context. Then I also grabbed a bunch of these smaller rectangular, I suppose, phrases. So one of them says currently playing, one of them says love these friends. I have one that is like a rainbow pattern, and I have a really, really small one that says today. So I'm just placing those around, trying to find a home for all of them that makes sense based on the photo and then based on whatever the thing that the chipboard says. I have one right now that I was putting on the picture of my brother's dog. That's what that picture is. And I decided I didn't really want to put a chipboard piece there because there's nothing else through the middle section of this spread. I like to work like that where I've got embellishments on the top hat or on the top row and embellishments on the bottom row and then nothing in the middle, or, you know, adding one particular type of embellishment in the middle, like maybe a tiny phrase sticker, and then on the top and the bottom doing chipboard. It just works for me to have a little bit more separation in that sense. And then it also helps me to not feel so overwhelmed by embellishments when I'm looking at a spread or creating a spread. So it's maybe not a formula that I use, but it's also maybe a formula that I use. I don't know. I don't know. That's debatable, I suppose. So once I had decided on the chipboard pieces I wanted to use, the next thing I did was to go through my tiny phrase stickers so I could add a couple to the chipboard that were just patterns. So I've got a piece that I added onto the rainbow one there, onto the pink banner, at the top middle section, and then also on top of the triangle ones as well. And then I also found a couple of label stickers that I could add the chipboard pieces on top of to help those pop off of the photos or the pages that they're on. So for photos this time, I have a whole bunch of them from Easter. That's the whole left side of the spread is all about Easter. The very bottom one there, it was this awesome game that we played during Easter. It's called Bean Boozled. So it's basically like jelly beans, and you have to spin a spinner, and then whatever color it lands on, you have to eat it. And no matter what, it could be something that is really delicious tasting, or it could be something that's really awful tasting. And it was just really funny to watch everybody eat these beans and like pray that they didn't get, you know, earwax or something disgusting. So we had a bunch of fun with that at my aunt and uncle's house. On the right side, I've got some photos of Izzy's very, very first haircut. We had her hair cut into this short little bob, and it was so stinking cute. I took her to my hairdresser that I had been going to for like 10 years or so, and it was just really fun to experience that with her. I got my hair cut pretty short at the same time as her, so it was fun to do that together. And then I've got a picture of Izzy and my sister's dog up at the top. She loves to play cat and dog with him, or at least she did when she was little. So they got this photo of her with her kitty cat mask on, and then my sister's dog being not so amused right next to her. And then the bottom two photos are from a trip that we took to visit my brother down in Oklahoma. So they had gotten a new puppy, which we met then. And then I've also got a picture from their zoo that we went to, which is probably the funniest picture I've ever taken, because it looks like Aaron has this like massive mustache if you're looking at it. But honestly, it was just a shadow of lighting that hit him in just the right way. So we didn't even know it until we were looking at photos when we got home from the trip, and we came across this one and just died laughing that he looks like, I don't even know. He just looks ridiculous with that huge fake shadow mustache on his face. Anyway, that is it for this week. All right, friends, that completes my April spread for my 2018 album. This one was really fun, and I loved being able to use up so many of the chipboard pieces from my stash that I've just been holding on to forever. Like this one up here and this striped one here. I believe those were from December Daily in 2018. So it just feels really good to give them a purpose and put them on a page. I hope that this has inspired you to work on some of your Project Life spreads, whether they are current or past. And I also hope that you have enjoyed watching this spread come together. I will be back again next week with another Project Life spread. It will be the May 2018 spread. So I hope to see you guys back here then. Until then, have a great rest of your day, an awesome week, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye, friends.